You can now log on and email your photos and comments to us at znsnews3@znsbahamas.com.
Welcome back. The Junior Achievement Campaign started last night at the Mary Star of the Sea Auditorium. Ricardo Lightbourne was there for Charter Night.
Junior Achievement is celebrating 29 years of excellence, and Thursday was Charter Night, and the theme, Imagine Me. Junior Achievement is the world's fastest growing nonprofit economic education organization. It also educates our young people to the value of free enterprise, entrepreneurship, and teaches the basic understanding of business economics and being in the workforce. Vice Chairman of JA Bahamas, Phil Simon, spoke to the mission of JA. With the presentation of charters and sponsors, Junior Achievement is actually underway.
Nothing focus. Junior Achievement is a business, economic, and entrepreneurial program. That's what we do. That's what we focus on. We teach the kids the principles. We have a model that's used worldwide in 92 different countries. So we've got a template and we execute it well. But most importantly, I believe the dedication of the volunteers, the sponsors, the advisors. Without them, nothing happens.
Learning and doing is one of the goals of Junior Achievement. The support from the community and sponsors make a big difference.
I think it's almost like a new beginning. The world economy is turning around. There's hope. There's optimism. There are other cliches that I could use, but I won't. But I think this is really a good year. Things are turning around, and I think we have to be creative with the way that we look at business going forward. There's some things here in Grand Bahama that continue to remain dormant and latent, and I think we have to kiss those spirits alive, and sometimes it begins with the young people.
The Grand Bahama Program Manager, Ron Dames, thanks and also the supporters of the program, which is growing beyond leaps and bounds.
Going into next year, we hope to start going into some of the lower grades from perhaps grade 7, because the JA program has programs from primary school straight to college level. It's just that we've only been focusing on the high school program in the Bahamas, and that's changing. So you'll see us in the next year even going to lower age students and lower grade levels. But the JA program has been tremendous. We have many of the outstanding business executives that have gone through the JA program, persons like Dr. Ash and many of the others that's out there. And we know the impact that it's making.
Ricardo Lightbourne, ZNS Network News.
Now, for 8 weeks, students at the Beacon School were mentored and ministered to through a special program. Today, those students were awarded for their efforts. Students at the Beacon School gathered for a special award ceremony for those who attended our Mentoring Youth Workshop. Founder of Family Empowering Youth and Mentoring Organization, Reverend Wayne Carey, says a number of topics were discussed, including bullying, cyberbullying, and having a high self-esteem.
They have to feel good about yourself. Once you have a good feeling about yourself, most of the times you're going to give your behavior is going to be a positive behavior when you feel good about yourself. So we covered that. We talked about conflict resolutions. It's a big thing, and with conflict is inevitable. You're going to have conflict, but it's the way that they're going to respond to it. And so just want them to have a positive response to conflict, because it's going to happen.
He says an interactive approach was also used to drive the message home through a basketball game. Reverend Carey believes the messages over the past 8 weeks were well received.
Some of the kids, I work with them in my after-school program also too, so they were receptive to it. And again, what I believe is this. I think it's the rule of thumb for me when it comes to motivating kids. Rather than looking at the performance, is to look at the potential. I think when we look at the performance, we don't see the performance right away. You can become discouraged. But so just the first rule of thumb on motivation is to look at the potential.
2 students share what they learned from the seminar.
It teaches how to control our temper, how to know the Lord, and he teaches how to, he is to teach us this disrespect, and he shows love.
He told us about how not smoking and don't do violence and start not bullying each other. It taught me about tons of things, like the way I felt about it made me feel good inside.
Of course, no ceremony at the Beacon School is complete without the sounds of John Canoe. And as for Reverend Carey, his plan is to continue to work with the students at that institution. And finally, in news this evening, Saturday, December 1st is World AIDS Day. That's a time to bring international attention to the plight for those infected and afflicted with the dreaded disease. In the Bahamas, we continue in the fight against HIV and AIDS by conducting HIV testing and through educational initiatives, as well as the distribution of educational pamphlets to the public. Now, at 7 p.m. tomorrow night, the Port Lakai Marketplace will be the event for the World AIDS Day candle lighting and awareness activities.
Okay, good week.
Great week.
Sure?
I'm sure.
Okay, I'm going to tell folks today that for the first day, folks, she didn't eat lunch. I'm so proud of her.
I ate just before I came on set. With a very special hello to 84-year-old Helen Dean. She absolutely loves you, her granddaughter told me today. And she's from Turks Island and she calls you Ricardo.
Ricardo?
Mm-hmm. So
okay.
say hello.
Well, that's my family over there, you know, in what they call Spanish Wells.
Okay.
Ricardo in Long Island.
Okay.
All of it is one.
I don't know why, Mama Dean.
Let's get out of here.
He's a great person. Well, that's going to do it for us here at Newsnight 13 on behalf of our entire ZNS News team.
Happy birthday to Raquel. I'm Ricardo.
I'm Shasheena. And to the folks next door, my hello as well.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
If you see news in the making, call ZNS News at 351-3430.